when every door began to close and every road was rearranged. I watched the people come and go like leaves that couldn't face the rain. I thought my slower journey meant that love would slowly fade away. But while the whole world hurried on, you were the one who stayed. You never asked me to be different, never tried to hide my pain. You only walked beside my silence and called me by my name. You were the one who stayed when the weather changed, when my blue sky disappeared behind a wall of gray. You didn't promise easy roads or take the clouds away. You simply held tomorrow open. You were the one who stayed. Some nights were longer than the rest. Some mornings came without a song, but you would turn the smallest light into a place where I belong. You never looked at what was lost. You saw the dreams I still couldn't make. And when I couldn't find my hope, you guarded every flame. You never called me fragile, never treated me like rain. You saw a river changing course, but flowing all the same. You were the one who stayed when the weather changed, when my blue sky disappeared behind a wall of gray. You didn't promise easy roads or take the clouds away. You simply held tomorrow open. You were the one who stayed. Love is not a pair of wings that flies when seasons change. Love is someone choosing you again and yet again. You are the one who stays through every turning page. When the night forgets the stars and hope feels far away, you never need a perfect road to meet me where I am. You simply hold tomorrow open and choose me once again. The whole world may keep moving, but I am not afraid, because when everybody left, you were the one who stayed. city moved like lightning. I moved beneath the rain. Everyone was chasing time. I watched it change its shape. I thought that love was only made for those who won the race. Then you arrived without a clock and moved at my pace. You never pulled me forward, never left me far behind. You made a road from patience and gave me room to shine. Love moved at my pace. Love waited with grace. It never counted all the miles or measured every day. When the world ran like a river, you became my quiet place. You never asked me to move faster. Love moved at my pace. You learned the sound of silence before I learned to speak. You found the hidden courage inside my quiet dreams. And when the road grew narrow, you never turned away. You showed me even slower steps can reach a brighter place. You never saw a burden, you saw the life in me. You never drew a boundary around what I could be. Love moved at my pace. Love waited with grace. It never counted all the miles or measured every day. When the world ran like a river, you became my quiet place. You never asked me to move faster. Love moved at my pace. Maybe love is not a race. Maybe love is simply this: someone matching every moment, never rushing what it is. Love moves at my pace, with sunlight on its face. It turns the longest distance into one familiar place. Let the whole world run like thunder, we will choose another way. You never asked me to move faster. Love moved at my pace. No finish line, no hurry, no time we have to chase. Only two hearts moving gently. Love moves at my pace. I used to draw tomorrow like a window full of light. Then winter touched the colors and covered them in white. I couldn't see the distance, the road became unknown. But you placed hope before me like a lantern leading home. You never claimed to save me, you only helped me see the future had not vanished, it still belonged to me. changed. You never moved the mountains. You showed me there was space, a road around the shadows, a sunrise I could chase. Your hands held tomorrow, but left the choice with me. You didn't give me freedom. You reminded me I'm free. You listened to my quiet like silence was a song. You never called me broken for taking twice as long. And when the world looked through me, you looked into my eyes. You saw 1,000 open doors behind one changed design. You never drew my future from everything I'd lost. You planted little gardens inside the winter frost. Your hands held tomorrow when mine could only shake. You kept the morning near me through every night that changed. You never moved the mountains. You showed me there was space, a road around the shadows, a sunrise I could chase. Your hands held tomorrow, but left the choice with me. You didn't give me freedom. You reminded me I'm free. Some hands become a shelter, some hands become a key. Yours never built a cage around the person I could be. Your hands hold tomorrow, but now my hands do too. You help me find the morning. I learned to follow through. We never moved the mountains. We found another way, a road around the shadows and sunlight through the gray. Tomorrow is a window that finally opens wide. Your hands never carried my home. They helped me reach the light. The trees were full of shadows, the road was painted blue. The night had lost its answers, but I still trusted you. The moon became a witness above the sleeping town. You placed your hands behind me and slowly turned me around. No speeches in the darkness, no perfect words to prove, only one quiet promise in everything you do. A promise beneath the moon, made without saying a word. A promise written in the way you stayed when no one heard. If every star should disappear and morning comes too soon, I'll still remember how you made a promise beneath the moon. was never simple, the night was never kind. But every time I lost my way, you never walked ahead. You stayed beside my questions until they lost their weight. You showed me love is not a door that closes when life changes. No castle made of silver, no storybook design, just someone choosing patience and giving hope its time. A promise beneath the moon, made without saying a word. A promise written in the way you stayed when no one heard. If every star should disappear and morning comes too soon, I'll still remember how you made a promise beneath the seasons will move on, but what is built through harder nights can face another dawn. That promise beneath the moon still shines upon the road. It turns the weight of yesterday into a lighter load. And when the dark surrounds the trees and hides the morning view, I'll still believe in what began beneath that silver moon. No perfect words were spoken, they never needed to. The way you stayed beside me was the promise coming true. I thought a home had windows, a roof against the rain. I thought it had an address that always stayed the same. Then life erased the map and changed the road I knew. I learned a home could be the place where someone journeys to. You never drew a finish line or told me where to go. You only stayed beside me until the road felt close. That's where the road became home, under the midnight glow. Not in a house of brick and stone, but knowing I wasn't alone. Every turn, every mile, you gave the silence a song. Wherever you chose to stay beside me, that's where the road became home. Some days the path was heavy, some days the sky was clear. You never feared my cloudy days or vanished with the year. You never asked for perfect, you never asked me to change. You loved the road before us, whatever shape it made. You saw beyond the distance, beyond what eyes could know. And with each quiet act of care. You made the darkness glow. That's where the road became home, under the midnight glow. Not in a house of brick and stone, but knowing I wasn't alone. Every turn, every mile, you gave the silence a song. Wherever you chose to stay beside me, that's where the road became home. Home is not a doorway. Home is not a place. Home is being understood when everything has changed. Now every road can be home, even the great unknown. Not because it will be easy, but we won't face it alone. Every turn, every mile, hope keeps carrying on. Wherever we choose to move together, that's where the road becomes home. Let the map keep changing, we'll still know where to go. Where patience walks beside us, the road